look, but pretty soon I'll show you how to achieve this look. It's just kind of a get ready, kind of laid back style, and I hope you enjoy. Please, did I already say it? Like and subscribe? Well, do it. Anyways, thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy this video. And everything I used is down in the description box down below. So, start off. Smashbox primer. So, about a year ago, last January, I was kind of really getting into makeup and stuff like that. So, like, more than I was, especially into skincare, because, like, my skin was really bad. Like, I was dealing with acne for a very long time, and I was like, straight up looked like a pepperoni face. But that was like my freshman year. I kind of started getting into makeup and stuff like that. And I had a lot of issues, and I feel like makeup was a way to like kind of hide, you know, my insecurity, which was like my face. You know, I was getting into it and stuff like that, and skincare and stuff. About a year ago, I like got really into it, and I like started my entire like, well, about like 2 years ago, really. Okay, so that's honey. Alright, I did no problem primal. I basically got really into it and decided to LA Pro Coverage. Anyways, I guess this is in the shade Fair. I don't know. This is a really good matte foundation. So, basically, 4 years ago, I got really into makeup, and I got the entire, like, Jeffree Star collection, basically. Because my friend, like, introduced me to Jeffree Star and stuff like that, and I was like, oh, wow, like, cool. Like, he's awesome. Okay, where am I going with this? So, fast forward to a year ago. I was working at this restaurant in Tiburon because I live in Marin. And at the time when I was working at the restaurant, I was getting really into like skincare and stuff like that. Like more into it and stuff. Like getting the high-end kind of skincare and like really like spending the hard-earned money and stuff on like actual skincare products and stuff like that. So basically, blah, blah. And I was working one night, and I think it was like a regular Tuesday or Wednesday night. And I had this table, and there's on the table there was like Tatcha skincare, and I was like, oh my god, like I love Tatcha skincare. And I just got like the Violet C mask. I went over to the table because I saw there was like a sample pack of like a bunch of Tatcha skincare on the table, and I was like, oh my god, I love that skincare brand. And the lady that was like, I think it was the mom of the girl's birthday, was like, oh my god, like I would love to send you some in like a little care package. And I'm like, oh my, of course. And I like give her my email and stuff like that, and I freak out. I'm like, oh my god, like this is so cool. Or she gets my email and everything, and she's like, oh my god, you have such beautiful skin. And I was like, yeah, thank you so much, like it's great. She sends me the package, and I get like a little note, which I'll insert again. I have a little note and everything from her, like the person that sent it. Was like someone, she sent it to someone to send to me. I get sent an email back saying like, oh, what kind of like skincare do you want and stuff like that. Send me all of it, you know, just like send me the full package, the sheet mask, and then she sends me like a sample of like the water cream and stuff like that. And I'm like, great, cool, awesome. Like I'm like psyched out. Like I was like fangirling the entire time. I was telling everyone about it. Like my mom's like, oh my god, like it was crazy. And so like, you know, she sends me this package, and I'm like on cloud 9. Like I was like freaking out. I was like so happy. Like it's put it on my, you know, Instagram and stuff like that. Like I think it was 2 months go by, And I'm using the product and stuff like that, and I was like, oh, I wonder like who the CEO is, you know? Because I didn't think at all to check this and see who like the CEO is, because like I didn't really think about it. So I like knew that the CEO like lived in Tiburon, because my friend like worked at Sephora at the time, and I was telling her that like some lady that works at Tatcha like sent me this stuff. And so yeah, she's like, oh yeah, I met the CEO, she's like really nice and whatever. And I'm like, okay, like let me just search who it is, because like the person that sent me it, her name's like Vicky, and I was like, cool, like okay. I search up the CEO and I find out it's Vicky. I'm like, Vicky is the CEO, the person I met at the restaurant. And I was like, no freaking way. Like I'm like, CEO's email. I was so happy. Like I met like a CEO. Like I was just like, wow, like that's awesome. She's such a nice person. Like I really hyped her stuff after that, and like suggested, you know, I like bought all this stuff, and like I got in the essence and like the water cream and the polish, and then we get everything. Like I got this eye cream, which is a great eye cream, like concealer. So I put this in my purse, so whenever I like leave the house with no makeup and my under eyes are like, they're really bad dark under eyes, I like always put some on. And it's just like 3 little dots in your eyes, and then you just kind of like rub it in. So it's like the water cream, but like kind of in a like a light concealer form. So then it was like kind of like my push to like start a blog. I was like I should start sharing like skincare and stuff like that, because you know I love doing it and stuff. So I'm like, okay, like let me get my start into like starting a website. So I go ahead and I start my website, and I would like post every now and then. I wouldn't like post all the time, you know? And so I would post, and I just kept going and stuff. So, yeah, check it out. Life's Hidden's Recipes. So I would post for like a year. I posted about different stuff, like skincare, life stuff, recipes, and then about my dog. And then how we got Honey, which is my mom's dog, you know. And I had fun with it, like, you know. So I was like, okay, I want to start a YouTube channel. Like, I have to start a YouTube channel because I feel like it's easier to kind of like talk to people this way instead of just write it down, because I'm terrible at grammar. I did it for a year, and you know, I have bad grammar and stuff like that. So like who even listens, reads my stuff, they'll be like, oh my god, like no. Okay, a year goes by. It's this year. It's like January 27th. And, you know, I would post every now and then on my blog, but I wasn't think about it too much or whatever. I wouldn't tell anyone about it because I'm like, this is on my Instagram, you know? It's just something I do for fun. So I was going to start my YouTube channel because everyone's like, oh my god, you should start a YouTube channel and stuff like that. And I was like, editing is much. But I'm still practicing. So basically what happened, I think it was January 23rd. Wait, let me check. So January 23rd, which basically is a Wednesday. So January 23rd, I was at work, and I work at a different place that I worked last year. So I work at like in Mill Valley at this cute Italian restaurant. So I, you know, work there as like a cocktail waitress, and it's separate. Check. I work there as a cocktail waitress, and so it's like in the bar. So there's like a bar setting, and then there's a dining room setting. So I had to like go stock because it was kind of like a slow night. So I like went ahead and started stocking. So I start going to the dining room, and I look who it is, and it's the CEO. It's Vicky. I'm like, oh my god, this is a different restaurant, same day, but New Year, you know? It's like, what are the odds? Like, I know that she lives in Tiburon, and that's not that far away from Mill Valley, but I was just like, it's the same exact day, like, just a different year. Like, I was just going insane. So I was telling her. So I like, went downstairs, and I was like hyping myself up. I'm like, you're gonna talk to her. You're gonna say,
hi, like, Elena, like, do you remember me?
of course not. Like, who, like, tons of people that you meet, like, you can't. Anyways, so I was like, hyping myself upstairs, or downstairs. So I see that she's like sitting down at the table, and I was like, oh, it'd be kind of awkward if I just like go over there and like say hi, like at the dinner table, and everyone's just staring at me, you know? So I saw that she was leaving, and I was like, okay, I have to go over there before she leaves. So basically, I go over there, like, so I was like, last year, like, I was over at the tavern, and I was the server for your daughter's birthday. And she's like, oh my god, like, this is crazy. And she's like, oh my god, you have such beautiful skin. I'm like, thanks to you, like, thank you so much. And she gives me a hug. She like goes crazy. She's like, oh my god, that's crazy. She's like, what's your name? I'm like, oh my god, my name is Elena. Like, look at
My stuff, like, I have a blog because of you.
And like, you know, I would just like shout her out and stuff, but like no response. Which I mean, I understand because she's like a CEO. She's like, she's busy. She's a busy woman, you know. So I like freak out. I'm like, this is crazy. This is a coincidence, you know. So the mother-in-law sees too. She's like, oh my god, you're the same girl from last year. And I'm like, oh my god, I am. Like I freak out. I'm like, oh my god. So like she leaves. She's super nice. Like I tell like the owner at the restaurant like what happened. She's like, what happened? Like who was that? And I was like, it's the CEO of this like skincare company. And she's like, oh. And I'm like fangirling. I'm like freaking out because I was like, there is no way that I see the same girl, woman, like the next year. I was like, okay, this is a crazy coincidence. So like, I think it was like the next day after like telling people like what happened, like the story and stuff like that, like posting on Instagram, like going crazy and stuff. So I go and like I follow her on Instagram, and I was like, I'm not stalker.
I'm just curious, so, like,
She went on this podcast with this guy. He's from like Queer Eye, I think. What's his name? Jonathan Van Ness, I think. Is his name? Like he's the guy with like the really long hair in that show.
Permission to all be so cute. I'm dropping stuff. It's okay. We're acting like it didn't happen, but then you're right there for the save. Love my Lex. Let's go. Yes, I want that too.
And like he, you know, has a podcast. I think it's called Getting Curious About Stuff or something. Getting Curious. I'll link it down below. But like I listened to the podcast that she was on because I wanted to kind of know more about her story and stuff. And mind you, like this was every year on her daughter's birthday. So of course I said like happy birthday to her too, and she's like, oh my god, you're so sweet. And I'm like, yeah, like happy birthday, like you're so cute. And she's like a little, like she's like 12. She's so cute. I listened to the podcast and she tells like more about her skincare. Like she's super like funny and sweet and stuff like that. So I'm like, oh, this like. And she was telling about like how she started her like skincare was like, you know, with these blotting papers, which she gave me blotting papers, and my dog kind of chewed it up a little bit, but they're still good. And they got like flakes of gold in them. It's so great. I have really oily skin, so like blotting papers like save the day for me because I'd be like an oil slick. So it says like more about her story and stuff like that, and like how she started the company and stuff. So I'm going into my dog kind of, but it didn't affect the eyeshadows. Oh, look at this. I love you. Like you're so sweet over there, just like sleeping, and so is Honey. Like she's like sleep. They're like having a little nap break. Like they're so cute. They're so cute. Scratch. This is Honey. Honey Bunny, and this is Bear. Bear. And they were sitting in the background throughout this entire video. So, are you okay? She says her story and stuff like that, and like she's like going into like how she started the company and stuff like that was on her daughter's birthday, like when she was born. Like she started touching. I was like, no way. So like both of her babies were pretty much born on the same day, and every time I met her was on her daughter's birthday. Like I was like, whoa. So, you know, it just kind of gave me inspiration to be like, you know what, Elena, you need to start this baby Like, you need to start your baby. You know, she started her baby on that day, like both of her babies. You gotta start yours. So that's kind of why I've started my YouTube channel, because like, you know, I was just like, you know what? Stop making excuses. Start it. Like, I want to share my passion of like skincare and like makeup and like make something entertaining for everyone. And plus, like, not just makeup and skincare, but like, I don't know, recipes, because I like cooking. Like, I have a baking and pastry certificate, so I love baking and stuff. So the more I can like teach people, the better, I guess. I don't know. Or you can just like, I don't know, laugh at my fails. My goals, you know, right now is just to, you know, keep it consistent and funny, and I don't know, spread the love of skincare. And I just hope, like, if anything, that you learn more about how to treat your skin, you know, better, because it's the biggest thing on your organ. It's the biggest organ on your body, and you should treat it like a temple. Like, not to sound like generic like everyone, but like treat it how you should treat it, you know? Treat it good. Like, I'm like a fat slob. Anyways, I'm working out after my trip, and I think I'm just gonna like finish up my makeup and then call it a day. So I'll be right back. I'll do Calabasas, Jeffree Star. And this is the final look. Thanks for watching. I hope you know, understand why I started this, and I'm hoping for, you know, a good future in this channel, and you can start anytime as long as you're consistent and you stick with it and it's fun for you. You know, I'm doing this for fun because I enjoy sharing what I love with other people, and I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye!